Hey Edheads and other YouTubers. I just got on here because, well, I just got on here to show you a video tutorial on how to make Eddsworld characters. This would be better with pencils, but I'm going to decide to do with markers because, I don't know, just because I have the markers on hand right now. Now let me find a blank page, something that's not depressing. Dang it. I barely use this notebook at all, but let me see. Okay, first of all, let's start with the base, which would probably be like, well, you could probably, I don't know how I'm going to show you, but, well, this is the blank page. So, start with the base. You basically have a round circle for the head, right? Which is very, very basic. I'm not sure if you can see that. Round circle for the head. And then the neck would just be 2 lines. Okay? Then it would be a square box, which, disclaimer, this is not a base that I came up with, so you might want to, I don't know, I'm not taking credit for it, I'm just showing you how I was shown how this base works and how it works really well. It could work really well with either Eddsworld or anime, but I would prefer to use a more complicated base for anime. I mean, either way, you can find out a way to make the body form work for your advantage. Also, depending on whether you're doing a male or female. Also, 2 circles on the side. You know, shoulders. Oh, bloody. 2 circles on the side for shoulders. Also, a little half triangle on the side for you know, a hip. Depending on if you're doing a male or a female. Also, 2 lines for legs, because, you know, Eddsworld doesn't really require much of a form for much. You don't even have bones in there. And depending on how you're doing it, let's say for instance, like curved lines and hands going down the hip, or whatever way you want to. Here's a base. FYI, I'm not taking credit for the base, I'm just showing you how it's done. And depending on how you're doing it, male or female, I'm going to draw my OC for one. But, you know, Ed, Matt, Tom, and Todd basically take the same base, but Matt obviously has a different shaped head, so most likely he'll wind up more slender, and that has nothing to do with how the base was made. But, see, the way I would do it is try to make the form as good as you can. This might not be my best form. I know I've done better, but this is just a tutorial. So that would be just the hip line, and usually I probably make it a bit more slender, and that's how my characters are, but oh, that hand is awful. But this is just the basics. You can try again later and make something a lot better, but as you can see, I got the little hands in detail, and really should have started out this in pencil, but I thought the thick detail, basically saying the thick detail. The thick detail is showing the obvious base and the little details that you could do with it. You also have to have patience for stuff like this, which, to be honest, I'm losing it now because, you know, I'm not given the advantage to take the time or precision that I usually do with my drawings, so they won't turn out that great. But that aside, I did one of the many things I said I would do for the for being a YouTuber, so dang, that didn't turn out well at all. So I guess I've played my part in whatever. And usually my OC does not wear hoodies. For this tutorial, she will. The only hoodie I really own, I have two different hoodies. I have a white zip up and a gray pullover. Okay, this is pullover, which is a very nice native print, alpacas all over it. I thought it was so cute. Like, as the minute I saw it, I thought Pocahontas, and I had to have, because you know, obviously you can tell, or can't you, by basic features, high cheekbones, slightly slanted eyes, I am a Native American, specifically Ojibwe and Chippewa. This is too much light. This is my form for my Eddsworld character. This is not, like I said, it's not the best, but this is just a tutorial. It's not turning out nearly as good as I thought it would, but usually my OC looks a lot prettier, and I guess that's just me because I take a lot of time in thinking over how things look, because, well, still, if you were if you're a first-timer and your OC turns out looking nearly that good and nearly that close to the original character design, then you're on your way to being a good artist and a good fan artist. So I really can't scold myself that hard for not being that well constructed in a tutorial video such as this. But depending on how you do it, it'll turn out differently. Stick to your own style. That's the best thing I can tell you, because you you can't do anything as well as you can be yourself, and that's all an artist really needs to be. That being said, there's my tutorial. I did it. I will have more pictures and slideshows later, but not now because I need to go through a lot of pictures to make a slideshow. But I have two or three new pictures that I will show off later, but you know, for now it's just that. So, bye.